What up, guys? It's a moment for me to the meatless, and today I want to talk about how to get more protein on a vegan diet. So, you guys may or may not know, I'm personally raw vegan. So, in other words, I eat only foods that don't come from animals, and they're not cooked either. Um, so, for people eating a diet like me, it's even it's kind of a different ball game. But I want to go through the best protein sources for vegans and the best protein source is for raw vegans. So let's start with vegans first. For you guys out there that eat, cooked food and you're not really interested in going raw, this is for you. So your best protein sources are going to be foods that are. Here's the thing: they're going to be foods that are higher in protein than fat or carbs. Okay, so remember that. So when you say beans are a great protein source, well, they're much higher in carbs than they are in protein. So they're not a great protein source. They are a protein source, but they're not a great one. Um, so if you're looking for a certain amount of protein, beans are not necessarily the best for that. That doesn't mean avoid beans, and that doesn't mean that beans don't have protein. It just means to call something a protein source, it should be primarily protein, not primarily carbs. So things like beans, things like nuts and seeds are not great protein sources. The only We'll get into the one seed that is a good protein source, but we'll say that for the raw vegan. So for you vegans who can also eat raw vegan stuff, obviously, um, the best protein sources are going to be, without a doubt, protein powders. And I'm saying this in no particular order. Protein powders are not your best source. I'm just saying that first is the first thing that came to my mind. Whole food is always going to be better than anything that's not a whole food. Um, but protein powders and then soy. So edamame, tofu, tempeh, um, you know, textured vegetable protein, stuff like that is going to be next. And then after that is going to be seitan, right? And remember, this is in no particular order. Seitan is vital wheat gluten, very high in protein, very low in fat, very low in carbs, like non-existent fat and carbs. So another great protein source. And then you've got like some vegan mock meats out there that are high in protein as well. But I'm not going to mention those because I don't think they should be like a large part of anybody's diet. Um, but those are your best bets for protein. And they have, if you like tofu that's not soy, they have like soy-free tofu now. They definitely do have that. So you can get that. And yeah, those are your best bets, man. There's little like variations of each of those things, but those are your best high protein sources. Now, am I saying eat the hell out of those things? No, no. I'm just saying if you're looking for protein, if you're trying to hit some certain number of protein and you're not going to be able to get there with whatever foods you're eating because your calories are way too high and you can't handle that much food, then you can turn to some of these things. Um, and your best, healthiest bet of that is probably going to be like the like edamame, tofu, and tempeh. That's your healthiest bet, right? And then it'll be like I would say seitan and protein powders will come after that, health wise. But those are your really solid high protein sources. And then for raw vegans, it's going to be pretty similar with the protein powders, except your protein powders you want to be raw. And then also hemp seeds. I was talking about a seed earlier that's high in protein. Hemp seeds do have a little bit more fat than protein, but macros wise, hemp seeds are great. They're excellent. Everybody, keeps saying hemp seeds are a complete source of protein, but all plants are a complete source of protein. It's just that some of them are a little low in certain amino acids, but it doesn't matter because when you eat a variety of foods, you get different amino acids contents from different foods, and then your body combines that, right? So it doesn't have to be eaten at the same time or anything like that. That's all been debunked. So, so that being said, guys, it's pretty simple to get, protein on a raw vegan or a vegan diet. Now, yeah, you're gonna get like greens are, you know, they have protein. Fruit has a little bit of protein. Um, Nuts, other seeds, all that stuff has protein. Um, so I mean, you're getting protein from essentially everything. But when you're looking for like sources of concentrated protein, um, those are going to be your best bets. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. But anyway, so I hope this helps you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.